Manav, and in this video we are going to learn about different types of method for the separation. Mean to change a mixture into a pure substance, to take out useful substances from an impure substance. I have made a video on the pure and the mixtures. What is the difference between pure substances and the mixture, and the two types of mixture. I'm right. So I'm saying that this topic is also interrelated to our separation method topic. Yes, it is. How it? Because in the separation we also try to take out the pure substance from a mixture. Right. So what I was saying is, we know that what is a pure substance. We also know what is a mixture. So let's recall it. So what is a pure substance? Is this iron is a pure substance? Is this beside this soil is pure substance? Or where I'm sitting? You will say 90% of people will say I'm sitting on chair. But there is a thing around me. Yes, you are right, it's air. So its air is mixture. The soil behind me is mixture. This iron is mixture. Or they pour this all these three, air, iron, and beside this soil are all these pure substances. I will tell you in 2 minutes, but you will have to write answers, or you'll have to get out the answer that iron is what, soil is what, air is what. Because I have already made a video on the theory part of this chapter. So pure substance is a substance that is made up of only one type of substance, is known as pure substance. Mixture is an impure substance that is made up of more than 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8 pure substance. So let's move on to our questions. What were our questions? So our questions were: iron is what? Soil is what? Air beside me, behind me, above me, below me. What is it? So 90% of people will say, I think. Actually, I don't know, but I think that most of the people will say this is a pure substance. This is a pure substance. They are right. Very good. Soil beside me. Wait a second. See, I have some soil in my hand. Oh, this is a sediment. Let's throw it. This is a small debris of, I think, of a leaf. Throw it. So this is our soil. So have you seen that there were different types of things that were in the soil that I had taken in my hand? So I think most of the people will say this is a mixture. They are right. Now some people will say how it is mixture. Because as you can see, there are different types of small particles. Am I right? So they were mixed up. So it's form mixture. It's not of our soil that I have in my hand. It's not only of one particle, one type of atom. Am I right? So now let's move on to the example of air. Air is here. Air is here. Air is everywhere. We know that. Alright. So, in our air chapter, we have already studied that air yes, air is everywhere and air is made up of different types of gases. So different type of pure substance. So what will be exactly mixture? Now our topic is that how to my god there are huge amount of mosquitoes. So oh my god. So let's begin with our topic separation. So first we want to know about that why we need to do separation. First thing, to remove unwanted substances. Second thing, to get out the pure substances. Mean these both of the things are same as usual. Actually, these both of the things are same as you can getting the thing purified. In purified, we first of all will have to remove the unwanted substances or the exclusive and the unhealthy, whatever you say. So all this thing, all this stuff, that is our right separation. We need separation. First is to separate a mixture from solid to solid. Mean our mixture is only made up of solid. Let's take example of our soil. As usual, there is no liquid or gas in it, so it is from solid to solid. So at this point of view, we use a simple method but time waste method known as hand picking. You must have seen your grandparents or your mother doing like taking some pulses or rice and throwing, taking out the unwanted substance and black rocks and not rocks and stones, very small and throw it. So when we separate things solid to solid with the help of our hand is known as hand picking. This is a very simple method, but much energy is wasted during this method. So let's go to our second method. That would be our let's take winnowing. Winnowing is also from solid to solid. In the solid, there is the whole work of weight. What is there for the use of weight? It only depends on weight. In my previous video, I made a video on the what I will say this. Yesterday I did I make video on the crop? Yes, I have. I did it. So at that time yesterday, I have also tell you that winnowing like these things. So that winnowing is what? For when the grains are cut out. So the people you must have seen all this thing. This process is usually done in the early period, but now some people also do in the villages. So what's happening is they take grain, throw it from a height, and there is a big source of wind that try to remove the husk from that grain. I'm right. So when the lighter weight is of husk, mean Husk is made up of lighter weight, is even lighter than the grains. So the husk used to throw out from that separated left from the what we say these grains, and the grains and placed on at a point. Meaning they are fold on a point. So this is our winnowing. Only if the husk or the unwanted substance is the weight of that substance is more, so it cannot. It will not mean the work. And our third, sieving. Sieving is the removing the big substances, unwanted substances based on size. You must have seen the when we used to make tea. So we try to take and out the tea leaves. So when we do this, so small holes there were. So the big things used to come and up to that thing, and the liquid came down. I'm ready. Yes. So what we were discussing. Yes, you must have seen on the construction site that there are some sand, and that is used to rub from a steamer, and from which the big grains are removed from the very small tiny grains, sand grain. This is our sieving. Let's move on to our next. I'm not getting that word. There is a process. There is one more. What is that? Um, I'm not getting that fourth. I think there is no fourth. Uh, I think I think so. So let's move on to the liquid to solid. At that time we have filtration, decantation, sedimentation, all these things. So let's begin with sedimentation. You must have you must have seen that when we mix up the sand or the soil to the water, when we mix up the soil to the water, so after some time the big grains used to settle down at the bottom. That process of the heavier material that is placed at the bottom is known as exactly sedimentation. What is known as sedimentation? Decantation. So to remove this soil from our to remove this soil to remove this soil bulks or the small grains from the soil, from the water, we used to distill the water like this, tilt it, and the gain the sediments which are at the bottom, they are settled down. This process is known as decantation. Filtration, you must have get to know about that from the filtration, filtering the water like this. All this stuff is in our filtration. Loading. In the loading, you must have seen when we mix up the water with our this what I'm not getting. Yes, our sand grains. So some are at the up, some are at the down due to heavier and lighter weight. But if we mix up a thing, amule, I think it is known as amule. When we mix up all these things settle down, this process is known as loading. What it's known as loading. And all this stuff is about the separation. I think you have understood. So thank you.